Yo, what's up, guys? So I got some meshes in the mail the other day, all for reviews. So I don't have the heads to string them to right now. So I still have the throne mesh. The previous trade fell through, so now I'm trying to work some form of a deal to get another head that I can string that up in. I possibly might be getting another Evo X6 because those sticks are awesome. So otherwise, I'll just get right into the review. Aside from these heads, I'm just going to go real quick. This is what I still have available. I have the blueprint. Somebody did a breast cancer thing in there. It'd be called the boob print. Then there is the OG Cyber and the Evo Tie. These are all still available. And then everybody, except for the one Black Eclipse, I still have. Everybody other than that, their orders have been shipped out today. As you see, my table back here, it's all empty. That was all my outgoing packages that were back there. So I just made my post office run today. Next up, I'm just going to do a re-review on the throne mesh because I didn't actually open it the last time. So I got the red fade. It's going to look awesome once I get it into a head. Stretches very, very well. It's very pliable. Has a nice texture to it without being flaky. There's nothing coming off of my hands. It doesn't feel gooey. It's really nice. A couple of the packages in Ninja Mesh, I do have to admit, they were a little gooey at first. I know they changed up their formula recently, so it may have changed since the last order I made, but the stuff's so beastly that I still haven't had to restring my stick, and I used it for, my summer league that I was in. I almost would have used it for a second summer league, but my work schedule didn't comply with it, so I just played the one. Next up, I have some Zona mesh. See, there's his, wait a minute. There's his little card, even though it's upside down. So this is from Matt at Zona Mesh. He's also Bleed Black Lax on here. So it's very white in color. It's very nice. Texture-wise, still no flaking. Stretches. Oh, there's a flake. So minimally flaking. Stretches pretty well. It's a little harder to stretch than the throne mesh, but it's still, texture-wise, I mean, it still moves quite well like throne. It's not gooey, not at all, and none of the wax is like semi-non-hardened. It's real nice. And then to stretch it back, it actually returns back to the shape, which usually that means quite well that, it means that the wax has been infused or whatever his coating is. I don't know if it's wax. It's very secret to him, so it feels very similar to most of the coated meshes that I've had. So the throne mesh and this one, very similar, but I don't know, it has a slightly harder feel, a little harder to stretch, but overall, I'd get both. I mean, so far they're both really good. I just saw Throne of Strings' most recent video, and it looks like his throne orders are just going off the shelves as fast as he can make it. So I wanted to congratulate him on that. Great business going on. So I'm going to get this back in the package. And next up, I have DTL mesh. It's dyeing traditional wax. Um, looking from the package, it looks like some wax has worn off on the packaging. I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but you kind of see that. I mean, it looks pretty cool. This won't return back to stretch it this way. It's not going back to full shape. There is some wax on my hands. There's some on my table. As I stretch it, more wax is coming off. But I mean, it's decent. It does seem like some of the mesh or some of the wax did infuse into it. But yeah, it's flaking. So over time, I'm sure the coating will actually come off of this. It's not bad though. It does feel like the ball would still get quite a nice grip and a nice release on this. And I bet it is waterproof. It's just the wax is starting to come off. I don't know how the other guys do it, what the other coating is, because as I said, I was actually attempting to, which is why I don't fault them for this. It's also why I was starting to try my own coating, and I kind of abandoned it slightly because I know just about everybody that has done a stringing business is coming out with a mesh. So, and most of the coatings are the same. So I didn't want to join the club. I wanted to do something with the mesh that was completely different. Still offers the same waterproof, same grip, everything. So that's why it's taking longer for me to figure it out. So I don't want to just blend like 2-3 different types of waxes and maybe a couple chemicals in there or whatever. So that's why I haven't really done it yet. But Throne Mesh and Zona Mesh, definitely I would recommend. DTL Mesh, it's decent. I know he's selling it quite a bit cheaper. I think the coating will stay on for a little while. But I would imagine it's going to probably return to soft mesh after a little while. Probably like 5 games or so, or a week's worth of practice. It's going to soften up quite a bit. It sucks. I wish I could give him a better review, but I know he would appreciate honesty over, just saying, "Oh yeah, it's great," So, I guess since it's 8 minutes into the video, check me out on Facebook, Madlax Strings and Sales, and then obviously here, and then I also have Madlax Strings and Sales.bigcartel.com. I might be updating that site because I realized I haven't been on there in a couple weeks, so I might have to switch a couple things up on there. So make sure to check it out. Maybe there's something that you saw on there that you might have missed out on now. So I will talk to you guys later. My contest for helmet design is still still going. So if you guys can create a logo for me, which I have one kind of in mind, but still, message me on Facebook. Alright. Or obviously go to Madlax Strings space Sales. And that's my stringing page on there. So I will talk to you guys later.